What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing a new weapon, the Frankish Axe, otherwise known as the Francisca. And you may have seen this in one of my other videos, but I wanted to make a dedicated video just to showing off how the Francisca works and what it was so good at doing, which is penetrating and tumbling into the enemy defenses. So that's what we're going to try and demonstrate today and try to show off some of the damage that the Francisca can do. As you can see behind me here, we have an enemy here, a Roman soldier, a very poorly drawn Roman soldier with a not so good looking imperial Gallic helmet that almost looks like a kabuto. But nonetheless, I tried my best with spray paint and that's what we came out with. So that's what we're going to use. Now, many Germanic tribes used various throwing axes, some of them having this curve in them, some of them not having this curve in them. This is pretty much like the standardized normal throwing axe, or what most people would consider a tomahawk nowadays. And the Franks came around with this design, which is the Francisca. And essentially, this is a tumbleweed of death. And they come in various sizes, some of them this size. That's why I have this axe here for comparison. This is a small throwing axe, and this is a large battle and throwing axe. So it has multiple purposes. It's quite large and it's useful in both regards. So with that being said, the Francisca has pretty much the usefulness of rolling on the ground towards the enemy and bouncing off the ground, bouncing off of shields, tumbling into people that are behind the front line and catching them off guard. And this is why this axe is so popular, and that's how it made its way into many hands of many different Germanic tribes, including tribes like the Goths. And during the battles after the fall of the Western Roman Empire, you see that the Goths and the Franks got into many scuffles over many territory in southern France, modern day France, and you would see plenty of these being thrown around from both sides, but predominantly from the Franks. This is a very good example of weapon ingenuity in the age of antiquity, and all the way into the medieval age, the Francisca was a very popular weapon, still utilized very commonly in most of Western Europe. And with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and try to demonstrate some axe throwing. Okay, so as you can see here, my Roman friend is in rough shape. Almost got him. His helmet saved him that time, but we're gonna try again. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, and now I'm going to attempt to show off some of the rolling capabilities of the Francisca. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to test this out in real time. So as you have just witnessed, in some cases the Francisca can completely clear that first line of defense and continue into the back line into other enemies behind them, and that can cause further disruption in the formation as well. So apart from just bouncing off the ground and hitting the first person, it can completely bounce off of them or jump over them and hit the person behind them. So this is in fact the wheelbarrow of death of some sort. And now, just for fun, I'm going to demonstrate the blunt force, if not in this case sharp penetrating power of the Francisca with full force swing to the face. Alright, and that's a wrap. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it and that you choose to subscribe, and hopefully I can do more weapon content like this in the future. I love doing weapon content. It's been a while since I've had my hands on them, but I enjoy doing it, and I will continue to train and then get better with them so that, you know, my videos are better in that regard. But nonetheless, you know, just please let me know any kind of weapons you'd like me to test out. Of course, you know, I do tend to have certain weapons that I like to go over, but let me know what you guys want to see, and we'll see if we can make it happen. Nonetheless, thank you again. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys on the next one. Keep tapping into your roots. Ashe.